Economic analysts breathed a cautious sigh of relief as the latest inflation data indicates that the frenzied climb of prices is showing signs of easing, though the path to normalcy appears to be anything but smooth. The new figures suggest that inflation, while still high by historical standards, is on a slow descent towards a more sustainable rate, providing a glimmer of hope for consumers and policymakers alike. The recent past has seen monetary authorities across the globe grappling with the fastest pace of price increases in decades, fueled by a confluence of factors. Supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, and expansive fiscal measures in response to the pandemic created a perfect storm for prices to ascend, squeezing household budgets and challenging central banks' mandates to maintain price stability. In the previous months, the spotlight has been on central banks, with eyes trained on their moves to tighten monetary policy by raising interest rates and reining in abundant liquidity that had been necessary to support economies through the turbulent pandemic period. These measures are now beginning to have the intended effect, with inflation showing tentative signs of subsidence. Despite this modest progress, experts warn against undue optimism, as the data also paints a picture of volatility. Month-to-month spikes in certain indices underscore the reality that while the general trend may be pointing downwards, consumers will likely continue to face intermittent price surges. Key commodities, including energy and food, have been particularly susceptible to price fluctuations amid geopolitical tensions and weather-related disturbances, reminding us that the journey towards a more predictable inflation landscape is subject to unexpected detours. The ramifications of this inflationary cooldown are multifaceted. For households, this can mean a gradual respite from the relentless climb of living costs that have eroded real incomes and strained budgets. For businesses, it translates into a more predictable cost environment, helping to facilitate planning and investment decisions that were otherwise clouded by uncertainty. And for policymakers, each positive data point may vindicate the tough choices made to secure economic stability, though the complex interplay of global forces serves as a caveat against complacency. Moreover, as the world economy continues to recalibrate in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, the behavior of inflation will remain a central theme. Policymakers and investors are holding their collective breath, hoping that the trends indicated by the fresh data are sustainable and that inflation will indeed settle back into historical norms without causing undue harm to the economic recovery. As the story of inflation continues to unfold, the global community watches on, learning to navigate a post-pandemic economic landscape marked by both promise and uncertainty. The latest inflation data, while providing some relief, also serves as a reminder of the complex dynamics that govern the world economy, where every sign of progress must be navigated with both judicious optimism and critical vigilance.